Welcome to the Feast Fighters Podcast, the voices of LeanFeast. Good morning. It is.
What up? What up?
Oh,
What up?
Who's that?
Morning.
Is that Wizard?
This is the Wizard speaking.
And that's Law Dog that I hear?
I'm here. I'm present.
I kind of forgot your voices because we're somehow locked down in our houses right now. We're going to talk about that. Well, I miss you guys. How you been?
I'm tired of
Locked
being in the house.
That's it.
Maybe you should.
What's that song? The locked up won't let me out.
It's like Akon, isn't it?
Jail. Yeah, Acorn.
Oh, geez. It's been a while since we recorded a podcast. I think this is episode 13. We've just been so busy with everything, and then we got hit with this pandemic that we're going to talk about, and it's just I'm in a dark room right now. Maybe I should open the blinds.
Yeah, that would help.
That's the light.
We have people that depend on us, so it's good that we fired this back up because, like Dave. Sheep Dave,
Sheep Lover Dave.
He listens to our podcast to and from work, and we haven't put one out in a little while, so he's struggling.
I don't think we haven't put one out because we haven't lost content or we don't have content. I think everybody's just been so busy with what's going on, and you know, our focus has been obviously somewhere else. But we're back, and we're remote.
Yeah, let's talk about being remote. So people are probably wondering why the sound is a little bit different than normal.
Yep.
Yeah. So we got what do you have? What setup do you have over there? You got the recorder plugged into your phone.
Yeah. So it's picking up you guys on the phone, and then it's got me on the mic. As much as I'm healthy, knock on wood, and Baker and Luke, you guys are healthy. We still want to keep our distance by listening to the rules and staying in quarantine. So this podcast is going to be a little bit different just because some are on the other phone. So
yeah. Well, I guess at least this shows us that we can continue to do some podcasts with people that are not able to make it to our office live podcast. Although live podcast is more fun, right?
Absolutely. Hey, Luke, real quick, technical difficulties. Do you have your Wi-Fi on?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, you were a little bit choppy there.
Oh, no Wi-Fi.
Okay. Baker, do you have Wi-Fi on?
I do.
Okay, you're not choppy. Yeah, so I think we still need to be able to we still have the means to record a podcast even though we're in what they call quarantine. What a crazy time to be living right now. I mean, these are things that our kids, when they are 40 and 35 and 25 years old, are going to say, well, what was that all about? Like, I don't even, like, this might be in a history book, right?
Yeah. I think the last time this happened, and I could be wrong, but the last time something of this magnitude happened was like the Spanish flu. And that was over almost 100 years ago. Actually, over 100. It's 102 years ago because it was 1918, I believe.
Dang.
Yeah, and that's when it got really wild. I don't think of course we've had the SARS and Ebola and all of that, but it never got to the point where the whole country, all of the countries worldwide had to go on a lockdown. They were able to contain it.
Was the Spanish flu only in Spain?
No, it was all over the place. I believe that's where it originated, but I could be wrong.
You could not call it the Spanish flu nowadays. That would not be correct.
Right. Yeah, you definitely get in trouble.
Why? Educate me.
Trump got in trouble for calling the coronavirus the China virus.
Right.
So
you get people that get a little annoyed because I understand it. You know, people of Asian descent are, they're targeted. They're made to sound or to be the enemy because that's where it started. And, it's just not fair, Yeah.
Yeah. So the Spanish flu was in January of 1918 all the way until December 1920.
Ooh.
And it had 500 million confirmed cases, 50
Jesus.
million deaths.
Whoa. Well, I don't think we'll get anywhere near that this time, just because of modern medicine.
Right.
And not even just Western medicine. Western medicine is very advanced, but you got different types of medicine all over the world that have chosen to handle the situation differently. But yeah, it's our type of medicine is definitely helping people recover quicker, and I don't think it's going to be anywhere near the situation that we had with Spanish flu.
Right. What a crazy time, man. What a crazy time. I mean, my kid is 10 years old. He understands obviously only what we tell him. I kind of took a page out of Luke's book, and recently none of us have been watching the news because media is just inundated with BS, right? I mean, they will only put out there what they want you to hear. They don't care about facts. They don't care about anything else. They care about viewers. And so we've turned off. Luke, you guys stopped watching the news as well, right?
Yeah, weeks ago. And what's really frustrating me is not just the fact that a lot of it is inaccurate or completely false, and a small portion of it may be true. But the fact is, when you pull up, like USA Today on your iPhone, you'll scroll through it and everything is about the coronavirus. And then all of a sudden you'll see something that says, we're flattening the curve, and, the president is wanting to get the country off of quarantine. He's wanting to open the country back up, right? So you see that little glimpse of hope, and then you keep scrolling down, and then your hope is just completely shattered. It's like, regardless of what the president said, the expert, the medical experts, Dr. Fauci or whatever this guy's name is saying to, plan for 18 months of quarantine. It's like, you know what? I don't think anybody really knows, and everybody's just on the negative all the time. And in order to get myself out of that negative rut, I just turned it off. I actually deleted it from my phone. So yeah. I'm not tempted to check in because I know what it's going to be,
Oh, yeah.
But on the flip side of that, if you close your ears to the media and you open your eyes to what's going on around you, you actually can see the truth. Everybody's trying to make everybody believe that, the hospitals are packed and there's lines out the door, and, there's thousands of cars of people trying to do the drive-through testing. But then when you have somebody actually go over there with a camera and walk up to the hospital, it's like a ghost town. There's nobody there. Yeah. Yes, there are people inside seeking treatment, but it's not the extreme that the media is trying to make everybody believe. And that's what's just so frustrating. So I feel like if you can, turn off the media and open your eyes and look around you and say, yeah, there's people over there playing in the park, or my neighbors aren't sick. They were outside in the driveway playing basketball. It's like not everybody is a target for this virus. So
they're saying they have up on worldmeters.info 2.2 million cases in the world, and then 152,000 deaths. But there's been 566,000 recoveries. So, I mean, besides all the hoopla about it, I think one thing that has showed me is that, outside of work, because we're workaholics, one thing is I've spent a lot more time with my family.
Yep.
And I think when I will agree or I will pony up and say that it's pretty sad that it took a pandemic for me to actually spend more time with my family because we work so much. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not thankful for the pandemic, but I'm thankful for the time that I've been able to spend with just my immediate family in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys feel the same way?
100%.
Same way. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've got my 3 kids, and, just to be able to connect with them on a
day-to-day
level any time of the day that I want, it's like normally when I'm missing my kids, I can't just call them or go over and see them. But here I'll sit down for a couple hours, do some work, get up, go check on the kids, see what they're up to. We got these little RC boats that we've been playing with in the backyard in the pool, and I'll go charge up some batteries and throw the boats in, play with them for 20, 30 minutes. And then I go back to work for another couple of hours. So it's been different. It's been nice. I think the kids are excited about not having to go to school, but I think they're getting cabin fever pretty quickly because they're used to just getting in the car and going to the park, or get in the car and going to an arcade place, or just whatever they normally do during the weekends and vacations.
Are you getting cabin fever?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Baker, what about you?
It's just
yeah, no. I had to do a lot of going to the office, but the office only, so that kind of gives me a little out, a little free time.
I don't have cabin fever one bit, and I think that's just because I'm a hermit. You know what I mean? So like when I don't have to go anywhere, I don't go anywhere. So I don't know. Maybe I was made for pandemics. I mean, I have everything that I need here. I got my family. I mean, now I will say that if I didn't have the internet, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. I'm out.
I'd be out chopping trees, just trying to stay busy, trying to find something to do. Because can you just put that into perspective? If the pandemic was going on like it was back in the 1918, obviously, and you didn't have internet, I mean, nobody could work. The whole entire government, I mean, the whole world would have to shut down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, and that's not something, I mean, that we have to worry about. But cabin fever for me is not. I'm a hermit crab. I like to be.
I think the thing that I miss the most about the freedom of being able to go out is I spend a lot of time going back and forth to like hardware stores. I like going to Lowe's and Home Depot and places like that.
Bed Bath Beyond.
I've always got Bed Bath and Body Works. But I've always got a project that I want to do, but it always takes something that I don't have. Like I got to go buy a part, or I got to go buy some wood, But that's where everybody else is right now. There's more people at Lowe's in the Lowe's parking lot than there is at the grocery stores.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's like everybody's trying to get all their projects done because they're cooped up in the house. But I don't want to go over there and be surrounded by hundreds more people than there normally is. I mean, that's a great place to go if you want to try and catch the coronavirus.
The hardware store.
Yeah.
So stay away from the hardware store, everybody.
Yeah, if you want the Rona, just head on down to your local hardware store.
Let's talk
it's
about
a good way to build up your own antibodies.
Yeah. Let's talk about what we as a company at LeanFeast is actually doing to fight the pandemic. We are considered an essential business. I'm not going to say that I don't want to sound a way where we're a little bit cocky, but at the end of the day, our business model was really built for a pandemic. Luke, would you agree?
Yeah, and that's I've had this conversation 2 or 3 times already over the time that we've been on lockdown with new potential franchisees. And I always knock on wood before I say it. But our business model is proving to be pandemic proof. Not to say that it's not hurting us. We're definitely feeling the burn. All of our stores are, but they're making it. Everybody's still alive. Everybody's staying safe and healthy. But we're targeting our market right now and helping them understand that fueling your body properly is going to give you a better fighting chance of fighting this virus off. So that's kind of been our mission from the very get-go with this whole virus is fuel your body with the proper foods, give yourself that fighting chance, give your family that fighting chance, and make it easy because, people don't want to go to the grocery store right now. They don't want to go out and get food, so everybody's doing the delivery thing, and we are too. So yeah, we've talked about this a lot over the past few weeks that we're just geared really well to survive a pandemic.
I think, and you hit the nail on the head, man. And I think for LeanFeast, our business model was never, hey, come in our restaurant, spend an hour sitting down, eating your meal. Do we offer that in some stores with tables and chairs? Absolutely. So when the first stages of the quarantine were rolling out and they said, hey, take away your tables, take away your chairs, take away your dining, we didn't have to do that. And so I think that was a big thing for us because 99% of our business is takeout. Some of our stores have drive-throughs. We've been able to implement same day ordering, same day pickup, 24-hour turnaround, curbside, everything that is asked to of an essential business, we've been able to handle. And I think that is a huge testament to how versatile we are when it comes to something like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think a lot of other restaurants are really, really struggling. I was talking to a guy this morning, and he was saying he ordered from a certain restaurant here in town, and he ordered this big, nice shrimp salad with all these sides and all this stuff, and he was able to take home a take and bake pizza. Well, when he got it home, there was no instructions on on how long to bake the pizza. The shrimp wasn't on the salad. The sides weren't on the salad. The dressing didn't come on the salad. So I think it's very, very hard for other restaurants to cater to this takeout style where we're built for it,
Yep. I agree. Yeah, because 90% or more of our business, that's what we are. And even for our locations that don't have any seating in them, that's what they've been all along. So really this, other than, the effect of not as many people wanting to get out, our business model internally has not really needed to change. I think the only thing that we've changed, or really, I wouldn't even say it's a change, it's just a ramp up, is takeout, or delivery. Mm-hmm. We always take out, but delivery has become a bigger option for us because people just don't want to get out. And our franchisees are, prepping themselves and giving their workers the PPE that they need to be safe and go out and do these deliveries. So I feel like LeanFeast is going to emerge from this virus stronger than we were before because, people see us, see our services differently than they did before. They didn't realize that we were capable of offering delivery and takeout and drive-through as much as we were. They thought they had to come in and choose everything, but
Luke,
they're finding out that that's not necessarily the case.
Luke, can you explain PPE to those that do not know what that acronym is for?
Yeah, PPE is personal protective equipment.
Thank you.
Pretty much every industry has some form of PPE, but like for our restaurants, it's masks, it's gloves. There's some people using scarves, but standard PPE for us is everybody's got to wear a hat or a hairnet, beard nets, things like that. Cut gloves when we're cutting. So we've got our own PPE, but because of the virus, we've had to ramp that up too. So we're having to incorporate more frequent glove changes. Wearing masks and disinfecting countertops and wiping things down. Our
more than normal,
way more than normal, right? And it even to the point where it may be excessive, but people are not going to get sick in a LeanFeast. That's something that we've worked very hard on. We don't want to be the reason that somebody got sick.
We actually, as of 3 weeks ago, we actually have an actual COVID-19 protocol in our locations. Yep, that's something that was put in place, and some of those things in the protocol or the general manager of each location is actually looking at, well, most of them, I would say, even our company-owned locations, our general managers are going in there at the start of the day, and every employee that comes in, we're asking them, "Hey, dude, you got a fever?" "No." "Okay, awesome. Can you wash your hands?" Like there's certain things and certain guidelines that we're following that are making our place safe to come eat. We are an essential business. People need to eat. So, we're really taking those precautions very seriously. We're following the protocol. We've been talking with the health department. We're doing everything that we can to make sure that you guys are safe when you come in. You're staying healthy. You're eating good. As much as it sucks to do exercising and everything in your house or your own yard, we're promoting, stay active, stay healthy. And I think that we're going to come out of this on top of it.
I couldn't agree more.
So,
I agree.
Awesome. So one thing that this pandemic has actually allowed us to do is work on our new ordering system for online. We're actually able to have time to work on this. It's been a 6 month, maybe 7 month process of getting this new online ordering system completed. We have finished it and we're rolling it out to all the stores. So if anybody that's listening, if you thought that the old ordering system was kind of a pain in the butt, we now have a new online ordering system that is a rocket ship compared to what we had before. So it's very easy to go on, place your order, same day delivery, schedule a day. And we've also added a couple new items on there. So for all
Let's
of
talk
you,
about the macro calculator. How about that?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Baker, why don't you chime
Baker,
in on that?
tell us the macro.
Yeah, I mean, we actually took the time to go through and break down macros for everything in our menu, and we implemented it into the system to where when you build it in your cart over on the right, it shows you your macro breakdown for each meal, like calories, sugar, sodium, protein. So it's pretty awesome. So you can get your macros on the fly as you build your meals, in store and online.
Can you do that in store too, Baker?
You can do it in store as well. At the end of your transaction, if you print your receipt, it's on the bottom of your receipt, the macro for your meals, the macro breakdowns. You can track them throughout the week. You can keep them. It makes keeping up with your meals a lot easier.
That's all. Yeah, we've. When I say this has taken 6 to 7 months to complete, I mean, it really has. We also are launching a new loyalty program for our customers too. So every dollar that you spend is a point that you get. After a certain amount of points, you get money off of your meals. We now have gift cards that are working. So we've really implemented all of these things that everybody's been asking for. This system is, like I said, light years ahead of what we've been using. We're super stoked about it, and when the masses do come back to LeanFeast stores and there's lines out the door, it's going to make for a very pleasurable experience.
Yep.
So we've gotten a lot of good feedback on this system. I'm really looking forward to the loyalty program. You know, we have a lot of regulars that come to our stores, and they should be rewarded for spending their hard-earned money with us. You know.
Yeah, we've never really had a way to give back, to track those purchases and be able to give back on a fair basis. You know, you know, the more you spend, the more you should be rewarded. So that's one of the products that's included in the new system. You know, the loyalty program. So we'll be able to track that accurately and be able to reward our loyal customers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Right on, boys. Well, you know, I think people wanted to hear kind of what we were doing. We were getting a lot of questions on how we were conducting our business. And, you know, I do want to say thank you to everybody that's reached out to us and everybody that's working, or the owners of all the LeanFeast locations around the United States. We have Madison, Wisconsin, that's going to open up next week. You know, people are saying, "Oh, are you halting on opening stores?" Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Kansas open. Kansas open since our last podcast.
Yep, Olathe, Kansas open since our last podcast. They're cranking right now. Upland, California's open since our last podcast.
Stockton's coming online.
Stockton has started construction this week. So people are asking us all the time, like, hey, you know, how's business? Are you guys slowing down? And yes, sales are a little bit slower, and that's expected in something like this, but we are still cranking. You know, everybody is seeing the business model that we have, and it works during this crazy time, and people they understand it. They want a piece of it. And so as soon as this thing's lifted, man, we're going to take off, and you know, we're not slowing down. So let's just clear the air. We're not slowing down.
Hey, I want to switch gears here because I wrote a couple notes down, but I think people want to know you know, some of the things that we're doing here at home to be able to deal with this whole thing. And I thought it'd be funny because, you know, everybody knows, you know, most of us, all of us here eat our own food. You know, we're used to the LeanFeast store down the road being open for us to go down there and get whatever kind of food that we want.
Luke,
you're a
little choppy.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you. It's a little bit better.
Okay. So, like I said, everybody knows that we eat our own food, and we were kind of spoiled for a long time, because the store is right down the road, and we can just go get it anytime. But we've had to scale way back. We've gone to online orders, so we order just enough food to fill our orders, and a lot of times, me, Eric, Baker, our guys in the shop, they had to go without. If there was some leftovers, people would take them. But I thought it'd be funny to ask all three of us what's been our go-to food since we've had to be stuck at home. And we
Come
can't
on,
eat our
man. You can't throw me under the bus. Do I have to be honest?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Everybody knows me from way back in the days that I'm a spicy noodle whore. I love spicy noodles. And it's a very specific brand. It's just not just any spicy noodle. You can't just take ramen and throw some, red chili flake in it. That's not going to work. But it's I think it's by a company called Nong Shim, and it's called Shin Ramen, and it's super super spicy, really flavorful. I ordered like a 24 pack on Amazon.
Let me get one.
Yeah, I got you one. It's super spicy. So that's been my go-to food, and it just sucks because I want to go eat LeanFeast. I miss our chicken thigh with a Feast Fighters seasoning on it. Been craving
your
it.
taco bowl.
Oh yeah, yep.
Harambe bowl.
The Harambe bowl. Yep. And we should add that to the menu. That should be a signature dish.
Let's do it. Baker, you're up.
Yeah, what I will not lie. Well, I have ate a lot of sausage and biscuits, frozen sausage and biscuits.
Where are you getting these sausage and biscuits? You make them homemade?
No. You go to Walmart and the Great Value spicy pre-cooked sausage frozen biscuits.
What about your wife? Is she eating the same thing?
No, she eats a lot of random stuff. I've ate a whole lot of turkey. I haven't ate turkey sandwiches in a long time. I've ate quite a bit of turkey sandwiches at PB&J.
Where do you get turkey?
From the grocery store.
Like lunch meat turkey?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like an oven roasted turkey sandwich.
I thought you oven roasted a turkey and just made sandwiches for yourself.
Oh, Walmart did it, man. They roasted it, at the back of Walmart and shaved it. And then I went and got it.
Shaved it?
Shaved it, yeah.
Oh, I guess
That's
that.
You're up.
I mean, I'm not ashamed to say this, but dude, Raisin Bran, man. I've probably gone through 4 boxes of Raisin Bran since March 17th. I'm looking at a calendar right now on my desk in my house, and I have not left my house. Well, I have not gone back to work since March 17th, and I've eaten quite a bit of Raisin Bran. Not gonna lie.
Oh, that's crazy, Darren.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm very deficient on fiber though. I miss because every morning I go to the store and I make my Harambe juice. And it's like a kamikaze of everything you need all in one shot. My fiber, my BCAAs, my protein, my what else did I put in there?
Greens.
Oh yeah, greens. I throw the greens in there and that's all stuff we sell in store on the shelf.
Hey, you're choppy.
And
again.
then I just
lean forward, whatever you were doing before to make yourself clear.
Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then I just down it straight to the dome, all in one shot.
Yeah, he does every morning.
And I miss my fiber. I enjoy fiber. It's just something about it that makes you feel like clean inside.
I will say that routine is probably hurting a lot of people. I know for a fact that us 3 gentlemen, we do have routines, and as much as you really shouldn't live your life with a routine, if you're ever bored, Google why you shouldn't live a life with a routine. But everybody has a routine, and I think, we even had to scale back the hours to open up at 10 o'clock here in Conway, Arkansas, just because everybody's out of their routine. They're not getting up early. They're sleeping in, and they're not coming to getting food until the afternoon time. So I will say that is one thing that I do miss. I miss waking up at the same time every day. I mean, today, to be honest, I woke up at like 7:45. I don't have a reason to wake up early, but it's just a routine, and I think that's one thing that I miss.
I've been waking up at the same time or earlier. Not, I'd say wake up. I don't get up. I'll lay in my bed for 3 hours and watch YouTube until I actually get up. But I think a lot of people, like you said, their routines are shot because they're having to homeschool now. They're the whole schedule is completely off. But these teachers around us, at least in our local districts, Jen's a teacher at Conway School District, and then I've got two of the girls. They go to Greenbrier. But these teachers, man, I have to commend them because they are trying so desperately to implement a schedule, to get a routine, not their original routine. Obviously, that's out the window.
Yeah.
But they're trying to get these kids back on track and keep them focused and give them some routine to look forward to every day. So every day, Hadley knows she's got to be on her Zoom, on her computer. She's got a little Chromebook, and she's got to be on her computer at 9:30. So she's got to get all of her stuff done. She gets cleaned up, brushes her teeth, eats her breakfast. She'll play around for a little bit, but we set timers for them, and they know as soon as that timer goes off, it's time to put the iPads down or whatever they're doing and get on their Chromebooks. So I got to commend these teachers for doing what they're doing because, I mean, they're severely underpaid anyway, but now you just threw a wrench in the gears at them, and they're adapting so well.
Not only
go ahead.
I was going to say not only that, but just the technological part of it. A lot of these teachers, especially out here in Arkansas, we're a little bit behind the times. I'm not going to lie. A lot of these teachers didn't know how to work technology like they have to right now.
No. And now there's so many different platforms that you can use. Google Classroom has its own platform. You've got Zoom, you've got Skype, you've got
Hangouts,
FaceTime. Yeah, Google Hangouts. So, which one do you use? And, not everybody uses the same one. Some people have screen names for one, but not the other. So they were thrown for a loop, but they got it together and they implemented a schedule and a routine, and they're doing great. And it's doing wonders for my kids because I know, from 9:30 to 10, that's what Hadley's doing. That's when the house is quiet.
Yep. And I will say that my son, obviously, if this was going on when we were a kid, we would be happy about it too. But my son is a lot happier because he doesn't have to get up super early and go to school. As long as he's in front of his computer when he's supposed to be, he's happy. It gives him time to wake up. We don't have to rush him to get ready in the morning and yell and scream at him to tell him to brush his teeth. And he can kind of do it at his own pace. I mean, is it driving us parents wild? A little bit, but it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Hey,
Ainsley and Hadley both are really struggling with it. I mean, they appreciate the routine. They look forward to that, but they're not in school for 7 hours or 8 hours a day or however long it is, so they got a lot of time where they're missing their friends. They want to have these play dates and go hang out, but then they forget that we're on lockdown. You're not supposed to go be with all your friends. And that they really struggle with that because they're so social. That's what they look forward to. That's the fun part of school is being with their friends.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, we're gonna have to cut this a little bit short here, but I want to say that it would be an injustice if we didn't thank all of our friends and family for reaching out. If we didn't thank everybody on the front lines. All of us combined, I know probably 100 people in the medical field. Luke, you're the same way. Baker, you're the same exact. All the police, all the fire, all the medical, all the staff. So it would be an injustice if we didn't say thank you for everything that you guys are doing. To be honest with you, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. One of them comes to mind, and it's a family member of all three of us. It's a LeanFeast family member. It's a personal family member of all of us, and she's battling it every single day. I mean, she comes home from work, she strips down in her garage completely with all of her clothes, puts all of her clothes directly into the washer and dryer. She heads straight for the shower. I mean, it is a routine for her that she probably never thought that she would have to do. So for that, I thank you. I think we're all thankful for everything that you guys are doing, let's all get through this together. I think we'll come out all very, very strong. And I mean, I don't have anything else.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Boys, It's a pleasure talking to you. We FaceTime about 400 times a day for the dumbest shit, and for work. I think technology is just going to get stronger. Pretty soon, I'm hoping that I can have a hologram of Baker or Luke sitting next to me at my desk. And I just want to thank you guys personally for everything that you're doing. We're absolutely killing the game right now, socially, publicly, in store, and we just all need to get through this together. So I appreciate you guys both.
You too, bro.
Thank you, man. We appreciate you too. And hopefully by the next time we do another podcast, they'll be back in the office.
Let's hope. Maybe we'll just do one right after this one. I don't know. See, that's
Might
what,
as well.
You never know. You never know. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for listening. Hopefully we covered a lot of your questions. We will see you next time. I'm out.
Harambe out.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Feast Fighter podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at LeanFeast, Instagram at Lean_Feast, Facebook and Twitter at the LeanFeast. Find more voices of LeanFeast on iOS, Google Play, iTunes, and Spotify.